Wow, do I have a tip for you? If you are a new Google Classroom user, you're going to love this. So the problem is when you start something new like Google Classroom, you you need a teacher account, but you also need to see how it works with students without really using real students because you want to play. And let's make sure this thing's legit, and you're going to invest a lot of time in here. So we need something to work with. So if you could see here, I have one screen on the left. This is my teacher account. I made a class called Buff's Test Class, very classy name. And on the right, I have a dummy account as a student. You can see up here on the top right, it says user1 at pioneerresa.org. That's just a dummy account. Nobody's using that. And I set up a password for it. But watch this. So I'm testing out how this works. So I'm going to go to stream. As a teacher, I'm going to make an announcement because I'm curious. What is this Google Classroom? How's it going to work? So I go, hey, I'm an announcement. Wow, that's so thought-provoking. All right, so it's due now, and then I'm going to assign. Well, actually, that's an assignment. Oops. Hey, made a mistake. It happens. Let's do an announcement. Now, either way, we could do both of these. Let's do an announcement, and let's hit post. Let's see if it shows up on the student document on the right. Let's see. Come on. Oh, goodness. Look at this. On the bottom, it says stream was updated. Show. So it looks like it's coming through. And yes, my student will be seeing announcement. Same thing goes for activities or assignments. So as a teacher, I want to create an assignment. I want to know how this works. So I'm going to say this is writing assignment. And I'll say, please create Google Doc. And tell me about your vacation. And so I'm just playing. Teachers have to play. It's important. But you got to have somebody to play with or it gets lonely. So I have this test student account over here. And I'm going to hit assign. And let's see what happens. Let's see if the student sees it. Waiting patiently. Bam. It's there. Stream was updated. I hit show. Yes, it's not due till tomorrow. The student sees this and goes, man, Mr. Buffington, wow, how does this work? So the student hits open. And I get to see what the student sees. Very important because we want to be able to sell this to our students, to our parents. And we need to know how it works on the student end. So down here, I'm going to go create a Google Doc because what does it feel like to be a student to do this? And it created a doc, which is really cool. It actually did it already in the assignment, so the teacher can access this. So I open that up, and I play. And as I'm the teacher, but I'm also the student here, and I just want to know how this works. So Brian, so you're saying to me, Brian, how did you get to do this? This is amazing. I need to be able to test things in my environment. So let me show you what I did. First of all, you need a dummy account. And you as a teacher, you cannot just create a dummy account yourself. You need to have your network admin, whoever handles your Google Apps for Education at your school level, can make you one of these. And it could be something like dummy/Buffington, which is very appropriate right now. So dummy, first name, Buffington, and maybe like the email address would be dummy Buffington, at your school district email address, a password, and voila, you got one. It doesn't hurt to ask. Sometimes you have to ask, and you might get told no, but this is very important to play. And if you don't have these, you have to actually use a real student's ID, and you have to you have to get their password. It's just kind of a hassle. So if you have one of these, you get to test anything you want. So that's one thing. So be buddy with your school technology department. Say, please, this will help me achieve wonderful things in my classroom. It's all about the students, and we'll see what happens. So that's number one. Number two is this. So if you're in Google Chrome, you need to know that you can make different profiles for Chrome browser. So up here at the top right, this is my Brian RESA account. This is my professional account. Over here on the top right, on this window is Google Test Student. Wow, I have two different windows. Guess what? They also have their own separate bookmarks. See down here, these are my professional bookmarks. And applications, over here there is none because I'm just using this as a test. But what can happen is this. If you want to make, which I really advise that you do this, make separate profiles for Google Chrome for different email addresses that you work with. And you do it like this. You go here to the hamburger, classy name, settings, And if you go down to settings, you'll see people. Well, goodness, Brian, you got like 5 people. Well, I do lots of work with different schools, and they've made me Google domain names or email addresses with their domain. So I work with the Stevens County, White County, and they said, Brian, we're just going to make you an account so you can work with our teachers, and you don't have to. You can. It's better that way. So I said, that's great, thanks. So now if I click on Stevens County, watch what happens. Well, actually, I'll tell you what here. This is how you make them. Let me show you how you make them, then I'll show you how to access them. So you hit Add Person, give them a name. So let's say this nice blue person. We'll call this, Test Student 2. I hit Add. And if you can see up here, it's already made a Test Student 2 profile link at the top right. So we know this is a separate window just for Test Student 2. And guess what it's looking for? It's looking for Test Student 2's email and password. So that's how I log in. And now I have like 6 different one of these different profiles for Chrome. But this is how you access them. If you go on, at least on a Mac, and it probably works this way on a PC as well, if you right-click the Chrome app, it shows all the people right there. These are all the people I have access to, or different profiles. So I have Test Student 2, Google Test Student for PRESA, and these other ones. I can access these anytime. So let me access Stevens County. There it goes. So Stevens County pulls up. Actually, I'm already logged in and everything. It has my profile. I have different profile pictures to kind of help me differentiate which one is which. So I'm going to get out of that window. And you might be able to access different profiles up here as well. Let's click here. It says Brian RESA. You can switch person, and you can do it that way too. Pizza, nice. All right, so if you just touch the profile name at the top right, you can change. Or if you just want to open up a brand new window, you can right-click on the application logo and go to People. All right, so that's my quick, awesome way to really test out things with different people in Google Chrome and Google Classroom. Hey, I hope that helps somebody, and you'll have a blast. Go out there and try some things. Have a good one. Bye.